So I was like opening my Steam and was checking like stuff, and then I see that there is a developer Q&A for the Coffin of Andy and Leyley, and I decided to myself, why not? Why are we not checking this? This is perfectly fine. Question and answers, response to game-related questions. Arguments. All is well, still making content without issues. Episode 40k Part 2 is coming along nicely. Is episode 3 is already out? Am I silly? Last time you were given the option to leave questions about the game and story so far, so some have been combined and other rewarded for more concise answers. If you are not interested in the QA, skip to the end. There's something I want to ask you. Oh really? I didn't even notice that. Here are the responses. How does one pronounce Leyley? Answer: Leyley. Lay is in lay down. No, you're lying. You're bullshitting me. It's not Leyley. Lay down. So it's lay. Leyley, not Leyley. Okay, cool. March when? We are in discussion regarding contracts and licensing and logistics and illegal hoopla that needs to be dealt with. It'll be a while, but it'll happen. Let's go! The Coffin of Andy and Leyley. March is coming soon. I hate this. You mentioned a possible release of all game jam novels. Which ones? When? Not even God knows. Thank you all for the interest. Why? Oh my god, I'm so interested. I want to play the other games. I want to replay it. I was like a little bit tired back then when I was playing it, but I truly enjoy those games. Better Half and then Handyscapes and what else? I remember a little. There's Deolithon that I haven't checked out yet, which I'm really interested to check out. What inspired the Coffin of Andy and Leyley? How did you come up with the story? This was one of the most asked questions. Luckily, I've already answered in detail here. I'm not opening that. But I'll be opening that later. I mean, not now. Is it okay to refer to you by your old screen name? Leyley was a comedy name. It was acquired and discontinued. It's like calling me Coca-Cola. I don't feel any way about it, but still, thank you. Your concern warms my heart. I don't have any current username, so I just go by author. So, at least this confirmed for me that, yeah, Leyley is definitely still working on the game and all, but yeah, definitely not Leyley anymore. Coca-Cola it is. People have branded this as the incest game despite it having a lot more to it. How does it feel? I don't know. They're lost. I'm glad not everyone has such a shallow one-note interpretation, because this burning garbage heap is a symphony. Symphony of an incest game, that is. I'm sorry. Do you think your audience is more male or female? The target demographic is women who enjoy true crime show, gothic romance, and dark comedy. I have no idea who showed up though, and it doesn't matter. Everyone is welcome to give me money. Cool. Okay, be prepared for at least like 90% of people playing this game to transition. Explicit section, they form scene when. Never. What is Andrew study? Pedantry. I'm not sure what pedantry is, which is like really interesting, but I didn't expect Andrew to study anything. Which is amazing. Actually, I thought you're an English major. Isn't language supposed to be your 40? 40? 40? 40 actually. 40 is a number. Okay, that confirms something. What? Where are they sleeping? That looks so cozy. What determines the color of someone's souls in the game? Great question, found out in the cave. Ah. Is Andrew lying about his nightmares? No, but he does exaggerate the frequency of them. Oh, interesting, Andrew. Did the lady in 302 actually try to shoot Andrew? Yes, she launched for the nail gun but didn't make it in time. Boom, that confirms it. I was like trying to suspect. I was also suspecting around whether or not Andrew is actually just decided, haha, I'm gonna kill him. Apparently not. Does Ashley and Andrew have cluster B-type personality disorder? What kind of question is this? Shoehorning the characters into real-life diagnosis would only serve to diminish their narrative and cause contradictions in the way their symptoms would or wouldn't manifest. Rather than seeing their behavior through the lens of this or that affliction, it's more fruitful to analyze the cause and effect of in-universe events. But that's a very eloquent thing to say. Do you do anything with the batters from episode 1? Yes. Do we? I don't remember if you do something with it, actually. Maybe for later, but for now, I'm not sure. Is the Coffin and the literal to any other Leyley related to other games? Is there a shared universe your games take place in? No. As far as I know it's all in a separate place universe for all the games. What inspired the character names? A Google search for the most common names in the 90s. Oh, cool. Is Ashley disinterested in sex? Rather than disinterested, she doesn't want to grow up. sex doesn't accommodate her fantasy of Andy and Leyley, which is it's a dynamic like the author say of like how every time we play the game there's like the dream of like childhood and stuff like that, which is dynamic where Andrew nurtures her unconditionally. The crux of their enmeshment is Ashley projecting all her unmet needs, platonic and sexual alike, onto Andrew while expecting him to be a safe object that never reciprocates or asks anything of her. The troubles ahead shown by the trinkets were what they were for a reason. That's indeed. Actually projecting all her unmet needs. Interesting. Expecting him to be a safe object that never reciprocates or asks anything of her. Why are you making the cake first? It sucks. Shut up. Bring one problem spreading everywhere. Everything is hunky-dory, doesn't solve anything. In fact, it often makes the matter worse. Alpha and pleasant, true chaos and mayhem can only be achieved by unearthing the root cause of one's issues and addressing the underlying decay. Cool. How tall are Ashley and Andrew? Ashley is small and tiny. Andrew is tall and whiny. Talking sprites are not all represented for their heads, and as they are leveled for readability. In the CGs, you can see Andrew pretty much towers over Ashley, despite him hunching down a lot of time and her wearing heels. Oh, interesting. Cleavage, V-witch, vantage point. What do you mean? What's the size of Andrew's PP? PP why? PPBB. Why is this a question? What's the size of Ashley awesome pet? Why is this a question? Smaller than advertised. Which character do you hate the most? If I'm not entertained by at least some aspect of the character, I don't write them. Therefore, there isn't really one I score. This is funny. It's like asking the author, which one of your creation do you hate the most? It feels funky, weird. Who's your favorite character? The overall narrative is more fun than its singular character, since the cast has been written to build upon one another. None of them would work in isolation. Yeah, indeed. Oh my love, I know we'd be on the same page. Ring. What? Let's do it. Play the game. What did Mom want to talk to Andrew about? Well, why did you do him dirty like that? There's a mildly interesting plot bit that showcases the similarity. Both Mom and Andrew spend the day assessing the situation, both arriving at some conclusion. Duo lives quietly and everyone pretends they were never there. The reasons were different due to knowing different things, but essentially they both wanted to avoid drawing attention. I see. They have like the same personality, I guess. Mother wanted to convey this plan to Andrew, though it would have been wrapped up in a sub-story about how hard she had it. And nice how she didn't know what went on at the department. Ah, so she does know. Interesting. It helped more, and the mom's a little bit manipulative, I see. It helped more about how Andrew and Ashley should start their own lives already. The subtext being get lost and stay lost. Should Andrew pretend to buy all of it? He lived with Ashley the next morning and never connect the parents again. As to why Ashley can be present for a talk she called bullshit, making the pretense of the conversation impossible. Both Mom and Andrew need to lie about what's happening, feel better about it. Oh no. But as soon as the game, the situation is cut before anyone can get a word in. Because of this, Mom planned change to that scene in the Oliver Branch gag. With what little goodwill remained for her shitty kids has been irreversibly exhausted. Are Olive Branch's ending canon? Everywhere seen in the Olive Branch's gag is canon except Andrew's behavior. Everyone else is in character and following the game canon's plot. Oh, interesting. Except Andrew's behavior. I don't remember Andrew's behavior, so that's it. And that part, so that's interesting. Why did the organ trafficking ring allow parents to leave? Their operation did not allow for force at that point in time. There was an organ trafficking ring? Oh, I guess that's what they did. I didn't even notice. This is a love teaser that takes place in flashback. Will the majority of the next episode take place in the past? That's just me avoiding spoilers for the main plot. Will this same flashback scenes be in Burial too? They aren't real in Burial, you can only see them decay. Will there be a happy end? Why yes, of course. Will there be? The happy end! Woo! Ending! Guns, violence, rage! Oh no, it's two of them died. Any tips for aspiring game devs? Write your own engine. Why? Sell your house and quit your job to make your first game ever as long as it's an MMORPG. No, don't do that. Start a video blog of your game and to make sure you don't have time to actually develop it. Worship social media, spend all day absorbing negativity, and sacrifice everything to cater to the whims of strangers. Read marketing advice written by people who never ship a game. Switch engines midway through development. On top of that, repeatedly remake already finished content and remember to keep starting side projects. Finally, and most importantly, make sure to neglect your physical and mental health until you burn out, because that's why when you can finally put your game on an infinite hiatus. If, despite your best effort, you end up finishing the game, make sure you don't test the build before releasing it. Hope this helps. And I think that's enough QA. There were so many questions asked, which I'm grateful for, but this has gone on long enough as it is. How about this is something now? Question: has your opinion of the this format changed its past few months? Should there be a report of releasing episode 3 DK part 1 to alone, kind of regard with dash of casual, the author, relevant links, blah blah blah. Interesting. Can I fold it up? There we go. Fascinating. So I'm not sure. Episode 3 DK is already out or not. I thought it happened. Did I miss it? I don't know. It's a pretty short QA and just talking about like some stuff and lore stuff, and I just thought it'll be funny to just read it and see things. But I'm glad everything is fine at the author's end. So yeah, we will be expecting episode 3, which I will totally play, and of course we will be also expecting episode 4. Episode 3 will be in like half part first, right? And then the other half later, which is like really impressive. But I guess that's all. See y'all later then. Bye bye.